The Dude Show Podcast, starring Patrick and Chris, news with Bethany Brooke Anderson, and commentary from producer Louis and Mikey. Clothing is optional for this broadcast, so grab yourself a whatever, sit back, and prepare to eat pie like you're on death row, you son of a bitch! And without further ado, let's fire this motherfucker up!
Yes! We've already started doing that, actually. We already started firing this motherfucker up.
Way fired up.
Well, Chris, you're fired up.
Fiery
I know.
in here.
Well, look, we have some listeners. We have,
20.
Skinny black.
Okay.
Shout out.
Well, I think we need to air some things out before we get started tonight.
Oh.
It's
I'm scared.
really important that we...
Dirty laundry.
I'm scared.
All right. Well, there's 4 people that are involved in this podcast since its inception. That's producer Mikey. Who's the other guy? Me. Bethany, the news girl and co-host, and then Chris McRitchie and producer Louis, who's been out of town for 8 months.
Chris McRitchie's a fucking caboose here.
Well, tonight we had an idea that Chris McRitchie, he's a busy guy. He's got a career. He has a job like most of us.
He's
that are
very
involved.
important. He's important.
I'm kind of important sometimes.
Yes, he is. He's important in my life.
Evidently not.
And tonight he was running a little late, so I suggested that we start without him because producer Louis is here. He doesn't have a mic. We'll talk to him a little later.
Shout out.
And so we set up without him, and I think he's a little upset. Chris, please, why don't we talk about this? Are you upset that we were talking about maybe starting the podcast without you?
The sentiment I feel is fuck you, backstabbing motherfuckers.
Whoa.
I mean,
I think
I'm
Mikey
glad
knew.
I'm glad I made it here on time so we could all share this lovely podcast together.
This isn't on
Okay.
time, but
I tell you, the corpse wouldn't even be cold. You guys would be dancing on me, drinking, spitting, pissing on my grave,
Well,
and
Chris,
somebody else would be in here.
Now, Chris, you and I have talked about when Bethany couldn't make it. We talked about doing a podcast.
That's Bethany. That's not me.
whoa.
That's not me.
Try this show without me. You're gonna lose half your viewers.
Probably.
Well, Bethany, we have talked about it. I'm not going to lie.
They're listeners.
And
Oh yeah, that's right.
I'll just say it. I fought to just keep going but
Without me. You did.
oh
He dropped everyone.
was-
See,
shoot, that was true.
See, we should start a mutiny against
well
him.
no
then.
all right, but
We're just gonna do
look,
one without you.
well, and you could. I don't know how good it'd be. I'm the talker, and then Mikey over here, he's always threatening to quit.
Yeah.
Mike,
sometimes.
Get me paid, bitch!
You're fired. Fired.
Mikey, I'll tell you what, when we start getting advertising, you will
We're gonna negotiate contracts right now.
Yeah.
Go.
so you'll get paid when we start making money, dude.
How dare you?
Right now, look at this: is we're all in it together. We're building something here. We're building the fucking
We're building the
Empire.
city.
skyscraper.
We're building the city.
Empire.
All right, so Chris,
Throw me a freaking bone here.
Hey.
I just want to make sure, Chris, that you're cool with how it went down tonight. I did ask your permission. I will look at the text that I sent you.
You did. No, you did. And like I said, I said I would be here at 10:30. I got here at 10:35.
I heard 9. Can we talk about that? I heard 9.
I lied to you about that.
Patrick,
Why did you lie?
Because-
Why do I need to be here an hour and a half early?
Get your news stories together.
No. No.
Get your shit
Just
together.
because you like my company doesn't mean I don't have shit to do.
Well, we're here now.
Yeah.
We are.
We're here now.
And we
Like,
hate
like
each
a
other.
happy dysfunctional family.
Yeah.
We're here right now.
All right. So can we move past it? Can we all agree to just love each other and continue to do this?
Okay, Dad.
For the next 40 minutes, and then.
By the way, Mikey's got 3 more weeks of fantasy football that he's going to play while we're doing this. But
no,
that's
he
cool,
doesn't.
right?
No.
All right, fine.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Pat, what's wrong? Break it out.
Oh,
what is it?
What is
Yeah.
that? The format of this show? Is
No.
that
I just want to know. I want to know what's
can
happening. I want
sense it in your
to know what's
voice.
happening.
Well, I had a topic that I was going to talk about. There's a simple format to this podcast. As Skinny Black would attest. He's one of our
Yes,
biggest fans.
he is.
He's
Shout
you
out.
look him up on Facebook. He's very skinny. He's black.
okay.
What we do here is we open up with a little. Pat shows up and says, "Hey, I got a problem," and I complain for 15 minutes. Then
20.
we play a little game where we make fun of celebrities or fat people or farting or something,
the
and
going
then
to
we do
hell
some
time.
news, and then we end the show, and then we all feel happy about it, and that's how it normally goes down. But
Pardon my French, but you're an asshole.
Wow.
Tonight a little different.
Audience is rough tonight.
Okay. So, I had a topic prepared for tonight's podcast, but
Do tell.
Well, the audience wouldn't know this, but we do this in my living room. It's a studio apartment.
It's huge.
It's a two-bedroom
Yeah,
mansion.
you're
It's not a
lying.
studio.
I'm trying to be relatable to our listening audience.
Yeah, because it's a
Facebook.
mansion.
I've seen the
the
demographic
crap.
of the audience. They mostly live in a one-bedroom apartment, I think.
Oh my God, you insult our.
Well, they're okay. So,
Unwed mothers.
we were watching a little TV. There, we always keep a TV going while we do the podcast, just some images in the background. And D-Rock's here tonight, and he said, "Hey,
Where?
you." Well, he's smoking some weed right now, but he came and he saw what I was TiVoing, and he goes, why are you TiVoing shit on the Bravo network? And I was like, I
Good
have
question.
I don't know. And he goes, Millionaire Matchmaker, and the other show was some cooking Top Chef or something. I'm like, hey, D-Rock, I got a girlfriend now. This is how it goes down, man. I have no choice on what I'm watching anymore. You get a girl in your life, and the woman will decide what you're going to be watching. And I'm okay
You
with
want
it.
a happy life.
I don't know.
It's true. And really, he's doing that? And that fruity bastard cooked a fucking bolognese sauce last Sunday, and he's giving you shit about the Bravo
D-Rock
network?
likes to cook, and
Yeah.
he cooked, and I thought it was delicious.
It was
That's very manly. I
It was
think that's
it was
great.
very delicious. But
And I heard ladies like a guy who cooks.
Oh,
but
yeah.
that's neither here nor there. The point is, D-Rock was making fun of my TiVo
Yeah, it was
habits.
bad. It was bad.
And it brought me to a subject that I thought I'd talk about tonight.
Please.
Well, kids, do you ever? We're all in our 20s, 30s,
Late
how old are
50s.
we?
What?
Yeah. You guys watch The Real World anymore?
No.
No.
Do you ever watch The Real World?
Did I?
Yeah.
Like in high school? Maybe some
By the way,
college?
I'm
Real
sorry.
word Hawaii like a motherfucker.
I was just going to ask if you were going to talk, because if you weren't going to talk, I was going to give the mic to
You
producer
just,
Louis.
you just hit Mike in his special spot. It's like real Hawaii. Whoa.
Oh no, Mike! Keep the mic over there.
yeah, now you got to use it.
Man,
All right. So
he's
do you,
such a brat.
do you guys watch the Real World?
No.
I've watched, I think, a couple seasons.
I'm a
but
grown-up.
I'm a bigger fan of Dave Chappelle's The Mad Real World. I enjoyed that much more.
That was good.
Have you ever seen a season of the Real World?
Yes,
for
yes,
sure.
yes.
Yeah, I've drank with members of the Real World at the
Ooh, me
Bigfoot Lodge.
too.
They're all around. There's
Yeah,
about
they were.
1,000 of them.
Yeah.
There's
Okay.
a million.
So, the Real World is something that has been on for about 20 years. So I was young enough to be watching it at some point.
yeah?
Right.
And now, but I turned off at some point. I don't get that.
How old
show
do you
anymore.
think you were?
Well, I was 17 when the
No,
first
when
part.
when you decided you were too old.
Don't
Last year.
remember. The 20s were a blur.
Okay.
But now I have a girlfriend and she watches it. Okay, so let me set the scene here. Last night we're watching an episode. I don't know how old it is, but there's the cast there, and they're all drinking and partying. At some point, the cast member gets a phone call. Well, the male cast member gets a phone call. He goes over to the phone, and they go, it's his father on the line. And he goes, hey, Jay, or whatever the fuck the kid's name is. He goes, Jay, I got some bad news. He goes, hey, so give it to me, Dad. He goes, your mom's dead.
Come on.
Short and sweet.
She
sugarcoat it.
she didn't make it through the cancer.
And may God have mercy on your soul.
Yeah, that's right.
She didn't make it through the cancer. And then
It's
they
real.
cut back to him leaving to go to be on the Real World while his mom's going through chemo.
What?
That's rotten.
And my immediate thought as I'm watching this is, I don't want to watch this. And I asked my girlfriend, can we turn this off? And she said, not if you want to see my vagina tonight. And I was like, all right,
Whoa.
No, she didn't say that. That's
Power
what I-
play.
That's what I thought she
Oh,
was saying.
God.
But I said, we're turning this off. We're going to watch Jay Leno. Anyway, it got me a thinking. The camera did not get put down when that kid said he got the phone call. The cameras are still. In fact, they focused on him. They got closer to his fucking face.
Right.
Mikey,
Every
Terrible.
single one of them. All hands on deck.
Mikey, did you see this?
No, I'm just saying.
Don't lie.
production.
You did. You totally saw
No,
it.
I'm just saying every camera would get there.
Now I
Before
didn't
every
like.
camera
The action shots.
I did not like it. Because for the production company that's filming it, exploitive. You put the camera down.
Yeah.
Mom just died, and for the kid, how about him putting the hand up? You don't film this. Now, what the kid said is, "Oh man,
No.
I feel like I got family now at this house, though. That's what he
Good
said.
for him.
No.
Good for him, Chris. You're busting balls right now, right?
A little bit, yeah.
I was disgusted by this, and it got me a thinking. Wow, where is the line now? Yeah. By the way, this is a comedy podcast, I guess. Well, some people tell me it's not, and they said please stop listing it as that. But we will try and be funny later. But I will say this: I did not like this, and here's where my topic is tonight. I'm going to throw it out to you, kids. Kid said he's sticking around at the house, by the way. Mom's dead now.
He's not going to the funeral.
He's under contract.
No, he's going to go to the funeral, but he's coming back to the house because that's where his family is. Louis, he's not on mic. Anyway, sorry, producer
can mime.
Louis here. He's
Yeah.
not on mic.
Shout out.
Guys, have you seen this with reality TV? Like getting way too exploitive and also some fucking weird shit where...
I think him and his dad planned it before he even went on the show. Mom's not dead.
No, Mom is dead.
You think it was a planned death?
Yeah, no. I think that I don't know.
Bethany
I
Brooke
don't
Anderson.
trust anything
Really?
on there. I think they make it all up.
All right, so here's the question. We all need to be on TV now, and it doesn't matter. Like, we have no feelings. Like, we just need to be videotaped.
Okay, Daddy, Grandpa.
I know, I'm old.
Set the VCR.
Guys, where's the fucking line? Because 30 years ago,
People take
someone said-
selfies of themselves at funerals. Look it up.
Yeah.
All
Guys.
day.
Funeralselfie.com.
Guys,
It's
where
a
are we
thing.
going with this? Chris, please have some thoughts. Where
I-
the fuck are we going with this?
I have thoughts.
Please,
I mean,
Bethany,
you had
please.
Millionaire Matchmaker on when I came in. I
Yeah,
don't
I
know
did,
if
but that's a
much
lighthearted
more.
show. It's not about someone dying and like. All right, let me give you an
Pat,
example.
I've got 2 words. Okay, you want the thoughts?
Yes,
I
please.
can sum it up in 2 words. I can name it in two notes, just like name that tune, like Kathy Lee Epstein.
Please,
Nothing sacred
anymore.
anymore. 'Cause
Was it ever?
No. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. But now with the me generation, with the everything has to be documented. Everybody's, Andy Warhol's dream has come true that everybody's famous for 15 minutes. They really are. And people, no matter how embarrassing, no matter how it makes them look, their family look, whatever they have to do, as long as it's captured and broadcast, it's cool.
Let's just start Hunger Gaming some of these motherfuckers.
We should.
Well,
I agree.
Mike, we're getting to that point. You know we're 100 years away from that,
Can I
right?
choose
Not even
them?
50 from the Running Man.
Just let me choose them. That's all.
I will say this, Chris. I know that I'm not one of these assholes because at some point I had a family member. I will not say what family member, but he was dying.
You might.
Yeah.
Tumultuous relationship with this particular family member, and he had said, "Hey, Patrick, I need you to be at this event on this day." And it just so happened that same weekend it collided with one of my best friends, Chris McRitchie's first marriage.
my first bachelor party.
His bachelor party, and
There may be another one
Yeah,
someday.
not the marriage, just
So
the bachelor.
despite my
Oh, it was good. It was
relationship with this human being, I realized I had to leave Chris McRitchie's infamous bachelor party, which was tons of fun.
It
Lewis
was
there,
yes.
and so I flew out at 6 a.m. to go to this guy's event.
Yes.
And I didn't want to, but I felt I had to. Now, if I'm on a reality TV show and they say mom's dying and she's in chemo, I don't need to be on a reality TV show. And some other things, wife's pregnant, having a baby, don't need to be on a reality TV show. Family member, friends having problems, don't need to be on a reality TV show. I can leave that. This guy chose to stay on said reality show. I'm disturbed by this.
Yeah, it's disturbing.
There's some contracts you sign though, and if you do leave, it could suck.
I think that,
death might get you
like
out of that
mom
one, but there's
dying-
not many reasons. Death might be the
Mike,
one.
I
but-
know about the real world. I've talked to a couple whores that are now hostesses at
who was?
Cheesecake Factory.
Oh, let's go. I'm hungry.
They make $200 a week to be on that show to be exploited.
Yep, totally.
I think they could make it their way out of that contract.
I can sum it up again in 3 words. Fame trumps all.
Yeah.
It does, right?
It does at this point.
Now, the boys and the girls in this room, we got some irons in the fire with the
Girl.
TV stuff.
Yeah.
Girl.
We do.
I said girls. Girl. Oh, girl. Yeah.
Girl,
yeah.
yeah,
We're just talking about D-Rock.
But to be honest with you, if it doesn't happen, I'm okay with it. I will move on with my life. I am all right with it.
To another, yeah.
But I think this generation of shitheads, being on TV is king and queen and everything else after.
Totally.
Right?
Yeah, no, I totally agree.
We may reach a point where there's more people on TV than not on TV.
Exactly.
I'm auditioning for something that I'm doing, and I had like
Hillbillies.
hillbillies, ex-boyfriend send me a Facebook
Chris,
message.
she wasn't the one that chose to move on with the podcast set. I am.
No, yeah, don't take it out on me.
I'm salty with everybody. You're all getting it.
All right, fine.
So this ex-boyfriend says that he needs to audition for me. That I need just no, not that he's going to audition for me. That he needs to just have a part in it because I knew him one time, and that he's a model.
You
now
mentioned his
in
name
Kentucky.
earlier, I think, right?
Did I? No, I don't.
Yeah,
think
you did.
so.
Was his last name with a B?
No.
Get in line.
Oh, don't talk about that. Oh my God. No, but he was a 5th grade boyfriend. This is one of my first
God.
boyfriends.
That doesn't
and
count.
he said he's a model now in Kentucky. And then I told him he's going to have to audition like everyone else, and he called me a cunt. He said I was a cunt that lost my roots.
You lost your roots.
Yeah,
Wow.
because he said I should have broke him into the industry. I was like, dude, I'm
Can
still
you
trying to break in.
Can you do that in an accent, please?
No,
Please.
hey, what? Cunt?
You're just the cunt that frosts your roots.
Yep.
Do you mind if I see a picture of this guy? Please.
The guy who called me a
Cunt.
A cunt?
I just
cunt.
want to see what guy gets away with
what-
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can talk all about him because.
What is the guy that looks like that gets to call Bethany Brooke Anderson to see you next Tuesday?
Okay.
Let's brighten that up.
So Chris,
It looks
your
like
thought-
me.
Mikey, how dare you?
I did block
That's
him.
such a nice sweater. Why are you so rude? Come on.
I blocked him, so I don't know if I can.
Good.
Find him
Yeah,
still.
fuck that. Fuck him.
Yeah, fuck him, right?
Yeah.
Joe, what?
Yeah.
So Chris,
Yes, Patrick?
I want to say I'm sorry about trying to move on with the podcast without you tonight.
I appreciate your tenacity. I appreciate your drive, but I'm a little offended.
I
that
made
you
it a
were-
point
that-
to all that I did not
You
want to
did.
move
It,
forward.
Mikey was the most.
Thank you, Mikey. I'm glad somebody's got my back in this room.
Chris, though, if you
50%
guys had to move on
laziness was
without me,
involved.
I would be okay with that too.
I thought.
Pat,
yeah.
ball washing here. There is no show without you. You know that.
thanks,
Little ball washing. Come here. Just let me.
that's cute.
No, that's your balls. There is no show.
You know I love
without
you. Oh, come on.
So-
Anybody can do
Sweet.
this.
Come on.
No one could
All right,
see
so
the
let's see
really
that picture.
weird, awkward handshake
Oh no,
that just
I
happened.
blocked
was.
him on Facebook, so I can't even find his.
I want to know
picture.
what happened to your hand. Did you punch? What happened? Did you get in a fight?
Chris, I work a lot.
Yeah, I know. I know. You're very
So,
successful.
guys, normally what we would do, we try and keep things. By the way, I'm going to say the year, it's 2014. Normally we slow things down. We keep talking about somebody running into the fucking ground. We're going to keep things moving. It's 2014.
Yeah, man.
So I got this. It's not a game. We're not going to play the game yet.
right.
I found this interesting list of celebrities that have killed people.
Oh.
I thought it'd be
Whoa.
fun to talk about it. What do you guys
Sure.
think? You want to just
Bring it on.
We don't have a song or anything, but here we go. Now, guys, Ferris Bueller is one of my favorite movies.
Yes,
Did you know that?
Hit a person with his car, knew it, boom.
Mikey.
Oh, that was a
Did
really
you know I win?
big cock block.
It was the game.
Did I know that you knew every present you were getting on Christmas every day of your childhood life because you snuck and peeked?
Well,
Yes.
hopefully Santa didn't get him that horrible sweater he's wearing tonight. That
I
does-
like the sweater.
I think he looks handsome.
It doesn't matter what he thinks.
Guys, Matthew Broderick did in fact kill somebody. That's Ferris
He
Bueller.
did?
In Ireland, right?
You know who was in the car with him?
Oh,
Who's the chick in Dirty Dancing?
Oh, the girl with the nose.
not anymore.
Right.
It was
Jennifer Grey.
Jennifer
Jennifer
Grey.
Grey.
Get this.
Producer Louis.
They're driving in Ireland.
1-1, see?
Broderick spent a month in the hospital. They paid the family off. They killed a mother and daughter.
Oh my
Two
gosh.
people.
Were they drunk?
I
They got
think
it.
it was wrong side of the road.
Yeah, sounds like it though.
What do you mean?
All right, get
wrong?
this. I'm going to move on. I'm just going to run
Yeah.
through these.
Yeah, I do.
Laura Bush. You know who she is?
You're the former first lady.
Correct, the Mundo. In 1963, her and her buddy, her and her buddy were driving in the car together, and they slammed into another car, and she killed. Actually, happened to be one of her classmates, and she was killed. Drinking and speeding, but she was never charged.
Wow.
Laura Bush killed someone. Can you
Was
believe
that in Texas?
Wow, why have we not heard of that?
Yeah. Now, guys, Howard Hughes,
Yes.
The Aviator, that movie with Leo.
I've never seen it.
Well, he was he played. He's a billionaire.
I saw it.
Yeah, no.
You did.
The Spruce Goose.
This motherfucker, he actually was, again, another car thing, struck and killed a pedestrian named Gabriel Meyer at an intersection in Los Angeles. And he'd been drinking that evening. This is what happened in 1936. You could get away with running over some broad and went on a few cocktails.
Some lesser person.
Nevertheless, Hughes paid the Meyer family $20,000.
20 grand in 1936 money. That was probably like a couple mil.
Yep. John Huston, you know him, famous director.
Yes,
I don't know
very
what movie he
famous.
did, but
A bunch.
again, pedestrian, female, killed her at 27 years old. Oh, that's
They're all
horrible.
car.
Killed her. Ran her over, got away with it.
No murderers?
He's probably a
Any
hammered.
murderers?
I skipped over those.
Why?
We're focusing
they're
on
too easy.
vehicular
Like,
homicide.
O.J. Simpson, obviously, we know he's
Right,
dead.
right.
Okay, Keith Moon, you know who he is?
Yes.
No, I don't.
Drummer of The Who.
No, I'm
You're
too young
fired.
for
He's
you.
dead now.
Really?
Anyway, he ran over his bodyguard, killed that fucking guy after they left the bar. Never heard of that. Louis,
Nope.
you don't have a mic. You can't talk about this. All right, one more. Phil Spector, we know about that motherfucker. There was one in here.
I was there that night.
Some of our audience is like
As
15.
You
and they
were
have no
you were
idea.
too, Pat.
Really?
We were at the House of Blues the night that Phil Spector picked up Lana Clarkson.
Correctamundo.
She was the hostess at the Foundation Room, and there was an event that we were both at. And I remember being a big fan of hers because she was a 6 foot tall blonde woman wearing a leather skirt. I'm like, oh, who's that? And then the next day, it's like, oh shit, she's dead.
She got shot in the face.
Yeah, we're like,
Whoa.
oh, we were there. Ooh, that's weird.
Well,
That's nice.
as I always say, we call this a comedy podcast. All right,
Yeah.
let's play a little game here.
Yeah.
We're gonna play a little game called Name
That movie. Name that movie. Name that movie. Name that movie. What do you mean you don't know? Come on, man, this is easy. You can do better than that. Are you being serious? Name that movie. Name that movie. Name that movie. Name that movie. Come on, man. What are you, fucking stupid?
Well, I don't know who wrote that song, but is someone stupid if they don't know what the movie is? I mean, that's pretty offensive.
I believe that's the point. Yes,
I mean,
they
I love
they
the
are
song,
stupid.
but
Really?
I don't think someone's stupid if they don't
Man.
know what the movie is. You
You're
know
just
what I mean?
full of critiques and ready to leave people behind tonight. And
All right. Well, look, the gang doesn't always get along. And sometimes we argue. There's four of us, and then there's the outer, friends that hang out during the podcast. But we played this game some time ago. It's called Name That Movie, which is I'll do a little synopsis on a movie, and then it's up to the team to let me know what that movie is. And it's a friendly competition.
I
but
lose this one.
well, last week Bethany said, "Hey." I'm really upset by this. She showed that she was not happy with how the game went down. She lost.
I didn't, not by too
And
much, though. I did better than I thought.
You lost by 2 points.
Too bad.
And what happened was she thought it was too guy oriented. Name that movie.
there were some
guy-
production notes when I wasn't here. Evidently, there's a whole bunch of shit going on.
Well, I
when
got
show
several
up, like,
emails and also.
brother.
All right. So,
Wah, wah, wah.
so to appease Bethany,
Oh, of course, because we need to.
we Name That Movie is going to be, this edition is going to be called the Chick Flick edition. So Bethany, I hope you can kind of
No, I don't really
You
watch
better hold your
do
own.
a better job than you did last time when you lost, and really
Okay.
trump these guys.
I'm
Okay.
gonna bet you that Freddy Krueger sweater you're wearing.
Okay. So here's how it's played,
I'm
guys.
waiting for the claws to come out.
Here's how it's played. I'm going to get a little synopsis of the movie. You need to say your name really fast when you want to answer.
B.
B. Chris, what's your name?
See,
C. Okay. And then we have Louis,
these
the
two.
producer,
Oh,
and we
they're
have
so
Greg Hasty
cute.
played.
look at these two bone smugglers.
Look how cute.
Guys, you want to call yourself Lou?
Well, I guess we'll be A since you already have a B and a C.
Whoa.
Oh, I like that.
How
That's why he's our
clever.
producer.
All right, so
That's
just when you
why.
know the answer, or you think you know the answer, just yell it out, and then we'll go keep the score. Okay, you ready to go? Mikey,
Yes.
I know you're a little busy right now. Key in that. All right, thank you. Here we go, round one. Here we go.
I'm listening.
Can you pot that music down a little bit? I can't hear myself.
There you go. Okay.
Okay.
The movie focuses on an old man reading a story to an old woman in a nursing home.
B. Notebook. Duh. That's the easiest
Well,
one. And then that's the easiest
Bethany,
one.
correct.
Is it wrong?
Can we have the audience, applauding her?
Yeah, Jesus.
Although, Bethany, let me tell you this. I know
Yeah, short applause. It's crap.
we got to stretch this out. Like 10
Evidently,
minutes.
it's
Can
not.
we,
It's not a game
No.
for everybody. This
All right,
week.
fine. Bethany, don't get too cocky because that upsets Chris over here.
I know.
does.
He has
All
a hard
right,
time.
number 2, guys.
Yeah.
Did you know that was a notebook?
How
or?
dare you?
Give me one more second, I would have got it.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
No.
Here we go. Number 2.
Fruity.
A woman is working at a fast food restaurant as a waitress and has some problems with her friend Jimmy, who, as a musician, is always on the road. She is married to Daryl, who likes his wife to stay quiet in the kitchen so that he can watch football on TV. One day, they decide to break out of their normal life and jump into a car and hit the road. Their journey, however, turns into a flight when she kills a man who threatens to rape.
B. Is it Natural Born Killers? No.
Incorrect. Anybody would like to take steal?
A. I'm going way out on a limb. Thelma and Louise.
Correct, Mundo.
Oh,
Team
Wow.
Okay.
A. Are we keeping the score here?
More like Team G.
Team A. That's Louis and Hasty. Hasty, did you know that or
I was gonna say Good Burger, but I had no idea.
Good Burger?
I was
Okay.
gonna say Heart Like a Wheel, the Shirley Muldowney story.
Was that Chicago?
No.
By the way, Thelma and Louise. Brad Pitt never looked better, right?
Oh, no. Fight Club. Brad Pitt.
Well, he wasn't talking that much in this movie, so he was much.
True romance.
All right, moving on. Can I
That's
hit
my
the
Brad
hit
Pitt.
the
Oh,
music
yeah. I
there?
love that Brad Pitt, too.
There you go.
That's my favorite
Okay.
movie.
Miss Jones is an average woman struggling against her age, her weight, her
Hey.
job.
Wow, why are you so upset about it?
Bridget Jones.
Correct, Mundo.
See, I would have known
Come on.
that.
He heard struggling with the weight. He's just like,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Bridget
All right,
Jones.
so Team A, 2. A2, by the way, is a drug you buy off
2
the
to
counter
1.
to get rid of crabs. I bought it once at Rite Aid.
sorry to hear that.
Okay.
Chris, you're really sucking right now, man.
Chick flicks aren't my thing, Pat.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not. Well, give me one that I know.
All right, well, here, maybe this might be it.
Goddamn fruit basket. Let's go.
Raised in African bush country by her zoologist parents, Katie Heron thinks she knows.
Mean Girls.
Well done, Bethany. 2. Greg, you're shaking your head like you didn't know what this was.
I have no idea what's going on. At this point. I'm with Mick Ritchie.
Me
on this one. I'm
neither.
just looking
Like
at
I might as well.
producer
I'm
Lewis on
I'm
my
here.
end.
I'm here for
Chris, you can't win every time.
Yeah, that's true.
You can't win every time.
Evidently, the deck is stacked against me this evening.
Not tonight. Bethany
From the
really
start to finish.
Bethany
I don't know.
really
Lewis is giving me a run
was
for
asked-
my money.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you this though, Lindsay Lohan. Let's Bethany stay out of this. Chris, would you hit Lindsay Lohan?
Mean Girls era.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Now, not so much. But Mean Girls era.
Bethany, you've
I
had
would
a little.
hit her Mean Girls
you
era.
would?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
All right, Lewis.
Hit her, meaning smack some sense into her.
Go back in time
yes,
and straighten
and
her
yes.
out.
Yes and yes.
Yeah, yeah. Hasty,
Yeah, she's
what say you?
Absolutely.
How about now?
Now, get me on a good night. Absolutely.
She looks like
Wear a
bad
condom.
breath.
She looks like bad breath, but I imagine she'd be a good time.
I'm not gonna lie. I look at her and I think she doesn't wipe her ass properly.
Fire crotch.
But she used to be just the perfect
I'm a sucker.
yumminess.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for the redheads.
She looks like she
me
doesn't
too.
wipe her
Yeah.
ass. You know what I mean?
She looks better as a redhead than a blonde. That's not
Oh, I take her as a brunette though.
As long as you're not wearing a white sweatshirt.
I love that that sister of hers, Allie. All right, moving on. Hit the
Yeah,
music,
well,
Mike.
That's a concern.
All right, here we go. 4 childhood friends gather together. This is a hard one. Prepare for a birth of Chrissy's baby. While together, they reminisce about when they were kids in 1970. That's a little clue. Roberta,
Oh,
Teeny,
B.
Samantha.
Sisterhood of
Wait,
the Traveling Pants.
Incorrect.
Oh, shit.
That was a wild
Rosie
guess.
O'Donnell is in this.
I believe she is.
And it is called. Oh, no.
C.
Something. No, I haven't passed it up yet.
C is up.
Is it
Chris.
riding in cars with boys?
No.
Incorrect.
I was
Chris.
close.
What is the name of
We're all
this?
blanked out. Continue with the question, please.
But I believe none of you can answer, but Bethany hasn't given an answer, so I'm going to read the full question.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
we're saying. Go
But you
ahead.
got to ring in again.
Roberta, Teeny, Samantha, and Chrissy have been growing up, but they always remembered the promise they made to be there for each other. Now they're together and again to relive.
B.
Yes.
Now and Then? Is that what it's called?
Correct. Now, I want to say this. I've never heard of this fucking movie. Mikey.
Neither
Me
has most of
neither.
America.
Mikey.
They have. It's good.
Mikey. Well done. So what's the score right now? 3-2, right?
Yeah, 3-2 to 0.
That's because
I got nothing.
You knew that, didn't you?
All right, Chris.
I got nothing.
Now here's how the rules go down.
You should be proud of yourself.
Once you get 4, if it's tied,
I
we're gonna
have
have
4.
No, you have 3.
Oh.
And they have 2.
Thank you, dear. Thank
All right,
you,
let's
dear.
move on. Let's move on. Here we go. Go ahead, finish that bong hit, Mike. Don't worry, we're all waiting on you.
No.
Don't worry.
Really want
He's
to do
not-
this every time?
Yes.
Yeah, I do. It's production, Mike.
It is.
Annie is a maid of honor whose life unravels
B.
as she, yes.
Fuck you. I'm sorry.
Oh.
A.
No, I may have messed up, but I think it's My Best Friend's Wedding. No.
Incorrect.
A bridesmaids.
Correct, Amanda.
Oh.
All right,
even
so
need
you
to hear
boys are at
anything more.
4, right?
3.
No, that
3.
means you're 4.
3-3.
3-3.
I'll have to listen back to the tape.
No, it's 3-3. We know.
You sure? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Mike. I like production in a show. And
As
that's
do
why I
I.
always ask for things.
That's
And that's why I want to start the show on time tonight.
Fuck you. Play your
During
game.
World War II, when all the men are fighting the war, most of the jobs that were left vacant because of their absence were filled by women. The owners of a baseball team, not wanting baseball.
See.
A League of Their Own
Bethany, you are correct.
for the win.
Well, hold on. No.
Wait, I got 4. You said if I
No,
got
there's
4.
still more questions.
Yeah.
Once we got
It's our bonus round.
we got one more question. If they
Bum, bum, bum.
This next
Cannot-
question's worth 8.
That's right.
no, it's worth one more point, and then there'll be a. All right, here we go. I don't need to explain the
So
rules
Yeah,
to
I
this
thought, I
audience.
thought that last one, the way he was presenting it, I thought it might have been Swing Shift. I was waiting. And then,
I don't know
then he
that
said
I never heard of
baseball.
that movie, Chris.
That's World War II. It's Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn. Yeah.
Hit the music.
How dare you?
Okay. In New York, the simple and naive, just graduated in journalism, Andrea Sachs, is hired to work as the second assistant.
A.
Devil Wears Prada.
Correct, Amundo. Bethany Brooke Anderson for the win on Name That Movie,
Chick flicks.
Chick Flick Edition. Correct. Can we have?
Thank you.
I can never win around here.
No, you
I feel like
With this
I'm at the county
goddamn
fair. This fucking game is still rigged.
Well,
I never had a chance.
See, for once things
I never
are
had a
in my
chance.
favor.
Oh, good for you.
Just let me enjoy
Way to go.
it.
let her bask in her glory,
Yeah,
Chris. You win
geez.
all the time, buddy.
That's not true. That's
All
not
right.
true.
Well, look, I don't want to like pile on you right now, but now's her time to shine. Hit it,
Yeah.
Mike.
Oh, Jesus.
It's time for the Dude Show News Show. Prepare to be informed, because our news girl is down for almost anything. Now let's give it over to Bethany.
Okay.
Well,
My
you
home
are just
state.
coming off a win.
I don't
of,
know.
Uh,
I
I know,
Name That
I'm
Movie.
feeling really good right now. And that's why I'm going to do my first
Well,
story.
I'll tell you this though: that level that you were at, keep it going.
I was zoned, right?
It's more like the Dude Show Chick Show tonight. That's all I'm saying.
It's a good one.
It's under protest.
Okay, so we'll change it up a little bit. Was that a bird? Okay.
Crickets.
Chicks.
So my home state of Kentucky. This one makes me.
That's where you're
proud.
from, huh?
Evidently.
That's where I grew up. A Kentucky man was arrested after having an all-night solo party inside a closed supermarket where he heroically went through 57 cans of whipped cream.
Ooh.
He was found inside the ceiling, and surveillance video. Oh God!
Someone changing the channel right
Somebody
now.
doing whippets
I
right
don't
now?
know. Oh, that was whippets.
That was
yeah,
whippets, yeah.
So he had a whole feast of steak and shrimp and beer. And the next morning, the employees of the
Sorry, I just gotta unload this under the table. Is that okay?
The employees of the Value Mart in Kentucky town of Mount Washington arrived to a harrowing scene of excess. There was remains of 6 steaks and untold shrimp littered down the aisles and a garbage filled with discarded whipped cream canisters. Eventually, he went to the bathroom on himself, fell asleep, and ended up in the supermarket rafters. Trevor Rayan A 30-year-old man, a resident of Shepherdsville, was arrested and charged with partying a little too hard.
Oh.
He sounds like a good time.
I'd like
I'd be
to-
his friend.
I'd like to raise a practical question at this point. Was the steak raw, or was there like a
That's
barbecue
what I
display?
asked. How did he cook?
Did he
the
go? Did he
steak?
go back in the kitchen, like
That
where
is
they
the
where they do
question I
where they do
asked.
the prepared foods?
More
I-
importantly, surf and turf.
Right?
Yeah,
He's
no.
got
and
good
turf,
taste.
Like,
and
yeah,
whipped
good
cream.
taste,
Like,
but you know, like raw.
He was
Yeah.
he was in the he was in the ice bucket. He was just
I think
shrimping and
just,
just
like,
eating raw
tearing
steak.
it
Yeah,
with his
like
hands.
Quest for Fire.
Has anyone made good food choices on Whippets?
No, I don't know.
I don't think anybody made.
57?
Yeah.
Have you guys done whippets? I've never done whippets.
Years and years ago.
I have.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
does it do to you?
I'll tell you, it's nitrous
oxide, yes.
Okay, so it's like you get a high for like 15 seconds and then you fall down onto the concrete.
It's not worth the brain. It's not worth the
terrifying.
brain cells it burns.
And
It's fun for
57
50
cans? He did
He.
57 cans.
Did you say they found him dead in the raft?
Yeah, I was gonna say he probably can't
No.
speak English.
Steak, shrimp
after that.
everywhere, beer everywhere, whippets all night long,
for
rafters.
him.
He did poop himself
Yeah, shit himself. Woke up
Shocking.
deaf, dumb, and blind.
in the ceiling. In the ceiling. Can you imagine being the one that found him?
What's the thing where this happens a couple times a year where like a bunch of dudes go in a van and they're found dead the next day because they were
Whippets.
closed? That's whippets, right? Same.
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about?
Like hotboxing in a car?
Like not farting.
Like carbon monoxide,
But
like
no,
bad
they're
exhaust.
breathing in. They go there to do, and then they all fall asleep, and then they die because it unravels on.
Because
them.
they're so sleepy.
Yeah. Yep.
So sleepy.
As always,
Wait,
they.
this happens once a year, you said?
No, I'm saying you'll see the news story like 3 men found dead in a van in Oklahoma in the woods. And
With
you're like,
nitrous oxide?
You're like a tank that they stole,
Oh,
and
yeah.
they're all getting high,
to
and then
blow
they die.
balloons? Is that the same stuff?
Well, but no, you just take it right off.
That's
the,
helium.
street term.
Yeah.
oh, that's
Low balloons.
Well done.
Yeah, no, I had some fun with that in high school,
Yeah?
but never look back after that. Like once you get in your 20s, do real drugs like coke. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Or
Some-
heroin.
whatever.
Yeah. Well,
Show brought to you by Pepsi.
what else you got, baby? What else?
Okay. And then we have to do Florida, right? Authorities
Of
in
course.
Florida say a man suspected of operating a marijuana grow house refused to open the door to the police because he wanted to just smoke a joint first. The Police County Sheriff Officer said the deputies executed a search warrant at the suspect's grow house, and the resident, Schultz, 32, refused to open the door for the deputies when they identified themselves. The deputies could smell the marijuana from the door, and he told them, "Hold on one second, I'm almost finished with this joint." Schultz eventually opened the door to the deputies, and they found 190 marijuana plants in 3 bedrooms. He was arrested for drug manufacturing, cultivation of cannabis, possession of cannabis with the intent to sell, and possession of drug paraphernalia.
Go ahead, Chris.
That's horseshit. That's Florida. I mean, it's pretty much legal in a lot of the states in the country at this point, and arresting people for that kind of shit anymore, it's fucking bunk. It's like, really? Don't you have better shit to do? Isn't somebody being raped? Isn't somebody being robbed, stabbed, shot?
I agree.
Enough.
I agree.
To that point,
Enough with the arresting people for fucking joints. Enough.
to that point, they may have got tipped off by a neighbor or something, and they don't, to the cops' defense, not defending them or him, but they wouldn't necessarily know what was going on behind closed doors.
True.
You could say anything, like you're just finishing that joint, like not defending him or whatever, but
Probably playing Eminem too loud.
maybe.
Yeah. It's awfully square, you little dog.
I mean, look, do we really give a fuck about people growing marijuana?
No. At this point in this country, Jesus Christ, the two teams, no, we don't.
Now, Coke.
Enough already. Enough.
Coke. If they're growing Coke in the back, that's not
they're
cool,
growing.
right?
They're growing
Oh,
the
those
actual
Coke
coca
plants.
plant in their apartment
Delicious.
in this country.
So
I don't
this
think
guy's
that's
gonna get
possible.
30 years.
Oh, yeah, he's going down.
and so we're all gonna pay for him being
Yes.
in jail for 30
Unfortunately,
years.
yes. He's
That's great.
dangerous.
What, Florida, huh?
Yep, Florida.
Yeah.
He's gonna get his butt piped.
I thought you were going to say
snaked
that,
for-
the shit always goes
smoking
like
a
fucking
joint.
off the Richter in
terrible.
Florida. Like, I thought you were going to say then he killed the cops and ate them. All right,
I was gonna say,
what's the next
It
story?
wasn't doing bath salts.
He was hungry by the time he
Ooh,
opened that
bath
door.
I'm sure.
salts.
Yeah.
No whippets.
Munchies, Joe.
I hate salt.
Yeah. Sodium makes you puffy.
It does.
Okay. A man is accused of riding a horse while intoxicated and also being in possession. Yes? of a 3-year-old child.
I heard about this.
What's even more uncomfortable is that he didn't know who the child was.
That's a bonanza.
Dennis Byers, 38, was arrested for public intoxication and child endangerment while riding a horse. With him on the horse was a 3-year-old boy who he could not identify.
I'm okay with this guy.
Byers said
Of course you are, you perv.
that he met the boy's dad around 3 p.m. because he was looking for a horse to buy, and then he wasn't sure what happened next.
You know where I can buy a horse?
I'll take your young boy instead.
As you know, I bitched about on this this podcast how horrible my family was. I never got to be on a horse. I would have gladly.
yeah.
Every
Turn it
horse
to
I've ever
this.
been on has
Gladly.
thrown me off.
For a
so,
horse ride.
Yeah, have at it.
I rode horses when I was little.
Yeah.
All over.
Never looked
they're
at a
hateful
hateful horse in
creatures.
the mouth.
Had
great.
some
Hateful.
weird gentleman offered a horse ride as a child
On his lap.
I would have.
You guys did not see the
Yeah.
air quotes, quote unquote, horse ride.
Horse ride.
Yeah.
I would have taken it.
No.
Look, the guy was just trying to give an experience to a young kid whose parents maybe dad's out
But
of
he
the
was
picture.
drunk. He was drunk, and then he wandered off into
Every
the street.
male figure in my early life.
He was wearing
drunk.
sweatpants.
You wish you would have run into this guy when you were little. That's what you're saying.
I don't judge.
I would like
men
to
that
run
drink.
into that guy on a horse wearing sweatpants. Wants to take me for a ride?
Dear Santa.
Bethany, I enjoy. I enjoy.
Sweatpants horse ride.
I enjoy a
I think
drink.
they're playing Coachella this year.
Wow, you were on a roll. That was so funny. Okay, what?
Thank you.
Well, no, I enjoy a drink now and again. I also enjoy talking to kids.
Don't. Ew,
Trick.
What?
Mixing a good abduction and, you got a Friday night.
don't
You
ever
know,
say those things
I like.
together.
Right,
I
well,
also
some-
enjoy vans without windows, chloroform and rags,
I think that's Saturdays.
chains,
Cameras.
That's also.
jumper cables.
This is also a name of band at Coachella. The whole thing.
Jumper
Well,
cables.
I love that band. All right, what else you got, baby?
Okay. A man in Baltimore, Maryland found himself snowed in, so he took to Craigslist to help with an emergency Taco Bell run. His post read, "Guys, it's snowing like a bitch outside. I've had a few too many drinks, and my shitty little hybrid douche mobile can't possibly make it to the neighborhood with Taco Bell in this weather. I need someone with 4-wheel drive to come pick my drunk ass up and to take me to Taco Bell drive-thru and then maybe come back home with me and play some video games if you're not a rapist.
in sweatpants.
I'll
This guy
pay
would-
in tacos, chalupas, or whatever. Seriously. My desire for tacos right now is totally unimaginable.
I love Taco Bell.
No one called him.
I also like Craigslist.
I love Craigslist.
You do.
Now, as the audience knows of this podcast, I bare my soul. I have called some ladies of the night off the Craigslist casual encounters gasp site. Yeah,
Awkward.
No. One lady
For him.
Well, no. One lady in particular. I know she ate a lot of Taco Bell. Just to gap the bridge there. When I saw her,
No.
exactly. This broad had me running all over town. She was worried of being arrested for prostitution, so she said, "Meet me at this address." And I said, "Call me when you're there." So I show up. I'm like, I'm at 1112 Moore Park. She goes, "Okay, cool. Go to the next destination. It's going to be 321 Lancashire." All right, I'm heading over that way. I drive
that's the
over
real
that way.
address.
Oh yeah. I show up there, and then she goes, "You there?" I'm like, "Yeah, I am." She goes, "Okay, go over to 212 Fruitland Drive."
That's
I
too
drive
much
over there,
work.
and then she goes, "You there?" I go, "Yeah." She goes, "I'm watching you look across the street." And,
No!
And then I looked over,
Creepy.
and there she was.
Did you have a boner for that?
No, because I saw her with my 2 eyeballs that actually
What
function.
happens? You tell her to
This
go home?
broad
Have you ever told her to
ate
go
a lot
home?
of Taco Bell. That's where I'm going with the story. She looked like
Did you tell her
She
to go
ran you
home?
all over
Have
town.
you ever bought a lady of the night and returned her?
No, I showed up for the massage.
a smelly pirate hooker.
I showed up for the massage.
What massage?
And she said it's going to be another $200, and I said deal breaker for this.
dare you.
Whoa,
Deal
how much
breaker
was it
for
to
this
start?
business,
Can we talk
man.
about this?
Outkick
You're
your
a
coverage.
good-looking man. You don't need to pay for Taco Bell, girl.
As a great man, Charlie Sheen once said, he's not that great. He smokes a lot of
No,
crack.
he's
He'd
terrible
be dead in a
person.
year. He said, I don't pay him to come. I pay him to leave. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Boom. All right, what's your next story?
Boom.
Excelsior.
Oh, God.
I'd like to introduce a portion of the show called Corrections and Retractions. It was not his mobile. It was his Mobile.
Oh yeah.
Mobile.
Okay,
Thank
it
you.
was his Mobile.
Mobile.
Well, you know.
Mobile, Alex.
All right, and on a happy note, what do we got?
Happy note?
Well, what do you
Oh,
got?
here's a one. Here's happy. An Alabama jury has awarded a former farm worker $4 million in damages after an accident on his job left him with skinned genitals.
No.
During a project.
No, I'm just saying you can relate.
Skin genitals?
During a project, the man was holding onto the boom of a tractor-driven post. Sorry. Boom. Can we cut that?
Boom.
Why
Boom of
would
a
anyone do
tractor.
drugs when they could just mow a lawn?
Cut point.
Yeah, it was like that. So the drill bit stuck in a hard piece in the ground, and it wrapped his pants and his clothes all up in it, and his genitals became entangled in the drill. This training drill caused the skin of his genitals to be completely ripped off. One of his
man.
lawyers said all the farm equipment is dangerous. Unfortunately, farmers and a lot of people who they employ don't get proper training.
Two things. I don't like farm equipment. A lot of spinning things with metal.
Yeah.
A lot of
And
threshers.
also, number two, do we have a physician in the house? Because I want to know, can you enjoy sex without a nutsack?
Without
Louis, producer Louis, you know about that or any expertise in that field?
I'm gonna say I have no medical expertise, but I'm gonna go on a limb and say no.
Because
You
that's where
cannot
sperm
enjoy
gets
sex
supplied.
with-
I knew a guy with
not,
one.
Not in the skin.
Yeah, you need one. That's why they give
Yeah,
you two.
They're still there. It's like
I don't know.
4.
Yeah, no, it's
I should
probably
have
not
2.
pleasurable.
You can probably build a new fake nutsack.
But Bethany, I don't know if you knew this, but when women get transformed where they get a penis, like they try and use your clitoris area to turn it into a penis. You know that
Oh, I
Cher's
thought
daughter
they
did
used
that?
like the whole inside, like your
Well, what I'm
whole
saying
womb.
is they cut shit out and they reattach it and all
Yeah.
that, make a little makeshift penis out of it.
Yeah.
They feel something, so whack some balls off. You
Yeah.
still get an orgasm, or what do you think, Chris?
No, I think you're missing the point. I don't think his balls are gone. I think the skin around his balls
Got
are
ripped
gone.
off.
Oh,
So that's just like
he
a-
lost the packaging, but
Yeah.
Right, so
the
what do you
testes
do?
are still
Ew,
attached.
God,
Oh,
what do they
all right.
look
Well,
like?
that's fine then. I mean, the guy's fine. I mean,
Testes.
it's fine.
What do they
Testes.
look like? How do they hang in
One,
there?
Siblings.
2, 3
Testy.
testes.
Look. Some girls have said to me since they had sex with me, they go, "Your balls are bigger than your penis." Should I take it as an insult, Bethany? You tell me that.
Yeah.
Is that an insult or?
I don't think it's not. Your balls are bigger.
They're
than
pretty
your
big.
penis.
I mean, it's kind of like saying,
I mean,
"Hey,
it
your
could be an
personality isn't
insult.
as big as the skyscraper." You know what I mean? It's like my personality is big, and so is the skyscraper.
But they're
so
not
should
just
I be
saying,
offended
"Wow,
by
you
this?
have big balls." They're saying, "Wow, the ratio of your balls to penis is."
It's like 3 to 1.
interesting."
It's like 3 to 1.
You got 3
Wow.
balls?
No. It's my penis is.
Is your penis really small or are your balls really big?
Well, here's the whole thing, Bethany, and you probably know this.
It all
And, like,
depends on your point of view.
Hold on. This is important to me.
True.
I'm glad I got a female in the room. You've noticed the difference between a male's penis when it's really shriveled up and small in a cold room, and also
I've
very
never
large.
seen
and
a pet penis look like that.
Shrinkage, Jerry. Shrinkage.
because sometimes mine is so small, a nickel.
Stop!
I swear.
I
yeah.
did see a really small penis one time.
No. We're talking about me. You're hurting my
you-
feelings right now. and then at other times
What do
it
you
can
mean
be
a nickel?
fairly
What do you
large, where a
mean a
woman could
nickel?
say.
So you're a grower.
By the way, I know I don't have a large penis because no chick has ever been like, that is the fucking hugest thing I've ever seen. You know what I mean?
They don't
And some
say-
people
they
say
don't
like,
say
you are the
things.
loudest guy I've ever heard, meaning I'm very loud vocally, or
Right.
you are the funnest guy, and I am a fun guy.
You are
But
a
no
fun
girl
guy.
has ever said, holy shit. That fucking cock that's attached to your balls, which I mentioned earlier,
Right.
is enormous. And so I know that I do not
needed
have a
to say
big
the
dick.
one attached to
God
your
damn
balls?
it! God punish me. God punish me, Bethany. If I had a bigger cock, I'm pretty sure chicks would be more in line. What do you say? Bigger cock, chicks will be more in line with the guy.
I mean, it doesn't hurt. That's for sure.
On that note, Mikey, hit the music, will you? All right, look, everybody. We enjoy doing
Wait,
this.
do I get my outro for the?
Oh yeah. Sorry,
Yeah.
Bethany needs to have
I
her
need
little
to
thing.
say that.
Can you,
Yeah, I know.
Bethany?
It's all out of
Seriously
order.
though,
It's my
do you
fault.
remember the biggest you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah.
Does it? Oh God.
I see it on a regular basis.
Oh,
Is it
hi.
a guy? No bigger before
Yeah.
that? Come on, don't lie to me. Don't
No.
lie to me. You wouldn't lie to me.
I swear to goodness.
That's why. Well, I guess big penises do matter then, because Bethany would have, mentioned if there was another. All right. Anyway,
Yeah.
that's her sign out.
I'm Bethany. That's the news, and I'm not the town whore.
And also doesn't like small penises, but that's okay. That's
Yeah.
why we have her on the team, because we like to relate. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for listening to this mess. Chris was a little upset earlier.
Hey,
in the
everybody.
podcast.
Thanks for waiting for me. I'm glad I could be a part of this.
No problem.
They didn't wait for you. We did. But Chris, we would not have done this without you. It was really
Bullshit.
just a threat. All right, fine. Well, thanks, Louis. Say hi to the audience.
Fair enough.
Hello and good night.
All right. Well, anyway, we enjoy doing this. Keep listening, folks, and pass it on to another person. You keep the magic coming to you.